Hello grounded survivors and welcome to your brand new all-in-one castle base. Built high above the park on a tabletop perch, this castle gives you full control of the surrounding area, letting you spot danger early while keeping the creepy crawlies firmly below you. Step inside and you'll find a fully functional crafting area with everything you need to ensure you can survive life at a miniature scale. A proper throne room, because if you're rolling in the backyard, you may as well do it in style. There's a comfortable seating area to unwind after exploring the wilds. Dedicated bedrooms so you can get a proper night's rest in between long building sessions. Outside, you've even got your own hot tub to warm up and relax. And the outer courtyard provides plenty of space for your bug companions too. If you find yourself enjoying today's video, don't forget to smash that like button, comment down below what you want to see me build next, and why not subscribe? It's completely free and helps me out a ton. Now without further ado, let's dive into today's building tutorial. Hello ladies and jelly spoons, and welcome back to a brand new building video with me, LolsAtLance. It's been a while since we last tackled a build tutorial in Grounded 2, but with the latest update now live, it felt like the perfect time to dive back in, making use of some of the new items introduced in the new update. On the map, we're set up high on a table in the snack bar front, overlooking the surrounding park. This gives us fantastic defense and visibility, with a clear view of nearby threats and plenty of routes in and out. You'll encounter dangers like bombardiers, mosquitoes, snails, and caterpillars roaming the area, so staying prepared is essential. Overall though, it's a great location whether you're playing solo or with friends, and it pairs perfectly with a castle build like this. So let's get on with the tutorial. Okay ladies and jelly spoons, let's get to building, shall we? Now I'm obviously building on top of this table today where there's a giant gap here. Now, it appears that we can place these foundations over the gap, and I'm hoping that's the same for you. Obviously, I'm in creative right now to make the tutorial easier to film, but yes, I do hope that's the same for you. Obviously, I expect you guys will be building this in various locations around the map, so if you can't do all foundations, because this is going to be a lot of foundations, you can instead do scaffolding first and then placing in ceilings on top of this, which is honestly, it's probably a better way of doing this. But I am going to be doing these foundations today. So we're going to go across by 14 in total. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And then counting this one, we're going to go 9 backwards. So I'm going to get this one. So that's 1 already placed, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then simply, we're going to go 14 this way. Again, counting this one as well. So 1, 2... and then you want to connect this back up. So it should look something like this, and then we're just going to simply fill in the entire middle with foundations. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. There we go, that is all filled in, looking fabulous. Obviously, you know, you can use a different foundation if you'd like. As I said, you can use the scaffolding with the ceiling on top, or you can use the clay. It's up to you. Okay, next is the walls of the castle. So we're going to be using stem walls. Now, we do have access to these brand new building pieces, but sadly, for whatever reason, I don't know why they did this, but I mean, you know, we're in the beta right now. I'm currently playing the beta. Hopefully when the update releases, they add more pieces to this. But they don't have the round, you know, the curved wall that we have in the stem and the grass. It's actually such a shame because I want to use this for my castle right now. So, you know, I'll do a future build will be coming with this. I'll probably do a Hobbit kind of styled build next with this Hobbit stuff. But yes, we're going to be using stems for this. So I'm going to use this. And on the corner, we're going to start off with a curved wall there. And then a curved wall going back in. Then we're going to switch to just a normal stem wall And I'm going to place it going all the way along by 1, 2, 3, 4 in total. Then I'm going to grab a stem half wall that is going to go in next, followed by a sturdy door that is going in. And then we're simply going to repeat what we just did here, but in reverse. So I'm going to do a half wall next, and then I'm going to do 4 walls in total, followed by a curved wall and another curved wall, just like that. Okay, so that is technically the front of the castle. We're going to do the side of the castle now. Don't mind me, Mr. Bug. Just keep on walking away. We got a round section coming around here. Then we're going to swap over to our walls. Now, with our walls, we're simply going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're back to our curved walls going around the backside now. All we're going to do here, everyone, is just rinse and repeat. So exactly what we did over there, we're doing the exact same thing here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 walls, 4 walls in total, then a half, then a door, then a half, then 1, 2, 3, 4 walls, and then the curved bits. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So it should look something like this. And then we're simply going to go around the back, around the side, and just fill this in like we did the other side. So I'm going to do a curved wall there, a curved wall here. I'm going to go over here, grab myself a wall, because I'm in creative mode, of course. And then I'm going to place in the walls going across. Now for our next layer, we're only going to be using the sturdy grass walls. So we've got all these sturdy grass walls here, not these walls, but the sturdy ones. That's what we're going to be using. So let's start off with our curved wall window, the sturdy variant. And we're going to place in 1 at the front. Well, 2 at the front, actually. 2. Then we're going to grab our normal sturdy wall, and we're going to start placing these in. It doesn't really matter which way around, but I'm going to actually flip these around so we get that kind of zigzag pattern going across the base. And then I'm going to do, again, my windows, my curved windows. 1 and done. For the side section, I'm not going to have a window back here. We're going to have that just as a normal sturdy wall. And then again on the side, we're just going to do a zigzag with our sturdy wall. Very nice. And then do this. You kind of see the pattern we're doing now, because this is going to be the same for all of it. And then we're coming around the front and we're literally doing the same again. So you're just repeating exactly what you did over there. You're going to repeat here. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, that is the next layer in. It's starting to get dark, so it might get a little bit dark in a minute, but it's all right. We've got a little light. We've got a little light on the gnat, so we should be okay. So I believe there's a new ceiling that I'm going to utilize here. A brand new ceiling piece, which is, if I can find it, maybe here. We've got burr floors here. Now, I'm not sure if this was in the game when Grounded 2 first launched. I actually can't remember. However, they're definitely here now. So I'm going to be using these. And we're going to be going across the walls here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And then after 3, we're going to grab a half floor and place in a half. And we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side here. So 1, 2, 3 ceilings and a half. Then we're going to grab a curved outer floor, which is going to go out on that side, out on this side, and then the half floor again for the middle there. Then we simply just want to fill this in. So I'm going to grab the curved floor for these sections here, and then just fill in the rest with the normal flooring. Fan-dabby-dozy. Okay, that's looking good. That's looking good. So, obviously, I don't know, it might be a little bit of a struggle. Well, you should be okay doing this bit, but you might need to build stairs up here now. Just temporary stairs to get you up to here so you can start building the rest of this. Well, no, you don't have to do any of that. Just get in your gnat. Look, you got a handy gnat here. this is what the handy nat's for. We got a handy nat. He helps you build, so use him. So I'm going to go to my walls. I'm going to grab the half wall B. And this is going to be used going across the entire edge here. Well, 1, 2, 3. Anyway, those 3 pieces there and 3 pieces over here as well. 1, 2, 3. Now, for this section coming around here, we're going to be adding in some walls. So I'm going to be using the sturdy walls. I'm going to do 1 here, 1 curved one there, and a curved one there. We're going to add in a sturdy door right in the middle there, and a sturdy wall either side here. So I'm going to do 1 coming down like that, and 1 on this side as well. Fantastic. Now, I am going to extend this foundation out a bit, because basically, we're going to have these walls come all the way down to the floor. Now, now's the time, probably, to start extending our floor a little bit. So I'm going to extend it out by at least 2 more coming out like this. And we're going to, obviously, I'll take it all the way to the end like that. So I'm going to actually, you know, I could have said at the beginning, the floor needs to be bigger. It's just easier. The way I'm doing the straw, it's just easier so you know where to place your walls. And then we can extend this now. Okay, very nice. We've got 2 in total. 1, 2 in total coming out from where we were all the way along. And that's just so that we can start placing in these walls before nighttime comes. I will be using the grass sturdy wall still. I'm going to place in 1 coming down here. Then I'm going to grab a normal curved sturdy wall here. And put 1 there as well. And then just simply add in a wall coming down there and on the other side as well. That is looking lovely. Now we're going to switch it up and go to the stem walls. I'm going to grab the curved window piece, place in 1 on each side, and then the sturdy door for the middle, and of course the normal stem wall for each of these sides, and it should snap in place. Lovely. There we go. That's looking good. It's gotten very dark, so I'm going to try and put my character to sleep, and hopefully ooh, a tooth. A tooth. A yoke girth milk molar. Yoke girth milk molar. Well, I'll be 2 awake. Can't sleep until 8:35. Well, give me a minute, everyone, and I'll be back when it's daytime. The sun will come out tomorrow, but your bottom something to... Okay, well, the sun's here. So we're going to copy everything we've just done here, all of these ceilings, etc. that we just did here. We're going to duplicate on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And if if you're like, oh, but I need to... well, just go back in time, rewatch what we just did, and you'll just repeat that on this side. So let's do that now. Okay, once you've done this side, it should look something like this. Very, very nice indeed. So we're going to go back around to the front again, and I'm going to show you how to build these turrets. So we've got 4 turrets in total, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to simply just use another one of these curved windows, going 1 and 2, then a normal one going up. Above this, we're going to use a curved grass wall. So just a normal one. And we're just simply going to go around like this. all the way around. Lovely jubbly. In fact, I've kind of missed off this inside section, so I'll quickly do that. And then I think we're going to grab a grass curved half wall and go around here. So it should just replace. Is this what I want? What I really, really want? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. All I know is I want, eventually, I want a ceiling up here, which we'll deal with a bit later. First of all, I mean, I'll just have to work that out, and then I'll show you how I did it. First of all, I want all of you to go away and do this on each of the tower sections. So on that one, and that one. So I'm going to go away and do that now, and I'll see you in a second. And once you've done all 4 towers, it should look something like this. Fantastic. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab, you know, these half walls we did here. We're actually going to place these going all the way along the sides of the base here and the other side. So let's go ahead and do that now. Also going to do a curved variant on top of the section we did at the front and the back. So one here and here. Then the normal, you know, the normal straight ones. We're also going to do at the front and at the back. So let's go ahead and do that now. Beautiful. Okay, well, we've got our entire middle section of the base to do in a second. And then we'll come back out and start doing some detail work. So, yes, the middle section. What are we going to be doing here, huh? Okay, well, starting from inside, this is the front section. I mean, both sides are going to be exactly identical. This is a very symmetrical build we're building today. So everything just kind of is the same all the way around. There's no, you know, disconnect. So I'm going to grab a stem wall and I'm going to place one coming out. Then I'm going to, and that's from, you know, the doorway here, and we've got a half wall there. That is where that is going. And you're going to do one on the other side as well, just on this side here. Look at that. And then we're going to grab our sturdy grass wall, and we're going to go up by 1 and 2, and the same on this side, 1 and 2. Lovely. Ignore the gaps for now. We'll sort those out in a bit. Then we're going to grab our curved stem wall. We're going to go out by 1, and we're going to go up by 2, 3 in total. Then I'll grab my stem wall. We're going to go out by 1, 2 across, and then go up by 3 in total. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you're simply going to bring it back around this way. No, oh no. Oh no, my measurements are off. Look at this. So I thought, oh no. So when I designed this, I planned it like this, so it's only 2, you know, here, and then it goes back into here. Oh, no. So it's meant to be 1 shorter. I actually got that wrong. So it's an easy fix. Ignore that. Ignore this. Pretend. I hope this still looks good. Hey, I hope this still looks good. Hopefully it does. The fix is going to be that this is going to be a bit longer then. We're going to go out to here. So 3. It's going to be 3 wide. Oh my goodness me, 3 wide in total. I hope this looks good. And then we'll go up with our curves, 1, 2, 3. And then exactly what you did over here, we're going to do over here. I've noticed another small issue, which I'll talk about in a second. We're just going to go up, 1 and 2. Okay, the small issue is we have no way to get out here right now. So I need to break this up, this middle section here. And we need to put in some sort of archway or door. I'll just do an archway. I think that looks nice. So that's going to be our way to get out here. So we're going to have to do the other side now as well. So all the way over here, we're going to do the exact same thing we just did there. That nice little curve section. We're going to do here, including, you know, the wall coming out here as well from the half wall. So not next to the door, but that half wall there. So let's go ahead and do all of that now. Okay, so this is going to be like the inside part of the fortress, and we've got the outside parts either side of that. So, the next step, we're actually going to be using our grass again. So our sturdy curved walls, we're going to grab those again. And we're going to place them in either side, 1, 2. In fact, we're going to go up a further 1 and 2. So 2 high in total with the grass. Then I'm going to grab my normal windowed sturdy wall, and I'm going to come across. I don't know which way is out and which way is in. I guess the arrow means out. That's the outside there. And then either side, and then I'm going to grab a half, and then I'll grab a half wall vertical. And I'm going to place in 1 and 2 either side, and then there's going to be a door here. Now, before we place in the door, I think it's important that we start placing in the ceiling. So I'm going to start placing the ceiling. Now, if you need to get up, don't forget, if you need to get up to, you know, where we're going to be building, let's just go ahead and place in some stairs so that you're able to place in these pieces properly. So the stairs we're going to be using are these acorn spiral stairs. And I don't know the best place to place this, but maybe start here and we'll work our way up. Where does that end up if we do that? Well, that ends up here, which is fine. So from here, we're going to be able to start placing in our ceiling, right? So we'll start adding these in. And we're just going to basically just fill this entire floor. So I'm going to go all the way to the end over here. And then this section, come all the way back. And then fill in these bits as well. 1, 2, 3 on this side. And 1, 2, 3 on this side. Oh, might not be able to place it there because we need to obviously get up and down. Then it's just a case of adding in the curved section. So this lovely curved floor here. Place that in. Obviously, if you don't have burr floor, you can use grass floor. You can use the stem floor. You can use whatever floor you'd like. Very nice. Okay, now we need to work out how we're coming out here because we do want this section to fill up this zone here. So the way I'm thinking of doing that is, first of all, we fill this section up like this. 1, 2, 3. And the middle piece, we're going to have this curved section here and over here. Then we just simply bring this out. I think that's the best way to do it. You know what? I'm actually going to do a half piece either side of this. And then I'm going to bring this back to the back side, just like that. So everything we just did here, we're going to repeat on the opposite side over here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, that side is added in as well. I am going to be placing in a doorway now at the top here on this side and the other. And then we'll simply add in some walls coming across this side section. There might be, you know, there's an opportunity here to add some more windows, but I'm not entirely sure I want them yet. So we'll leave it empty for now. And we'll just go ahead and add those in on this side and the other. All the way over here. Faster than that. Faster. I can speed up than that, actually. There we go. Oh, yeah. Doesn't this look fantastic? Doesn't this look fantastic? Now, for the roof on top of this, you got some options. They've added some new roofing to the game. We have thatch, which I think might have been... I think that was a thing before. But now we've got a feather roof. So we've got all of these pieces, and I tried it out, and honestly, I'm not entirely sure I like it for this build in particular, but I think it will be fantastic for a different style of build. We have this pine cone roof, which is the one we're probably going to go for. Scale roof, I like, but it doesn't have this corner piece, this roof square corner. We don't have that on this one for some reason. So that's a little bit of a shame. So this is what one of the main reasons we're using this one. So I'm going to go ahead and get that roof square corner, and we're going to be placing it in on these curved sections, going on these corners and the back corners as well. And then we're just going to grab our normal pine cone roof. That's going to go across this section here and this section here, and of course that section and this section. Okay, that is looking pretty hot. It's looking pretty hot. So we got a top section here to fill in now. And now I think before I had a different design for this, but obviously I've changed. Now we're even wider. We're even wider this way. So I need to work out what we're doing. Can I use a corner piece here? I think I can. Oh, that's actually easy. Oh, look at this. We're just going to use the square corners on the corners. 1 and 2. And then just do another straight one up there and up there. And how are we looking? Let's go all the way back and have a look. Oh, yes, that's fantastic. I don't know if I want like more of an overhang than we already have, but I think there's an opportunity too, if we'd like to. What's this? So you got the quarter roofs as well, which, you know, if I wanted to add more of like an overhang, I could, as you can see. But I don't think it's going to look good for this build, is it? I don't think it is. So I'm gonna get rid of that. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. And now that is basically the base of the shell all complete. There are some details we're going to add, and then we're going to move on to the interior. But that is like the main chunk of the base done, at least. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is grab some pillars, which we'll build at night. It's fine. We'll build at night. Now, originally I had these wood ones, these stem ones, but we're going to be using the stone ones just because I really want to use the stone. I mean, I'm calling it stone. It's mushroom. It's mushroom. However, you know, sadly, I'm not using any more of the mushroom pieces today, but we will be using that on the next tutorial. So, you know, if you like this, then subscribe. All right, we're going to put one on the left corner of the ceiling here, going down 1, 2. Then we're going to go across 1 ceiling, 2 ceiling to the 3rd ceiling. I'm going to place in a pillar going down. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So on the right corner here, 1 and 2. And again, right here. Now, obviously, if you don't have the mushroom pillar, then just go ahead and use the stem pillar instead. That will look just as good. That was actually the original plan for this. But this also looks pretty cool. I'm going to try and sleep. Will it let me now? Hopefully, I've left it late enough. Yes. Okay, so we've done this side. Let's go ahead and add these pillars on the other side as well over here. Very, very nice. That is looking pretty decent. I'm going to grab another half ceiling now, and we're just going to extend this ceiling ever so slightly outwards. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 on this side, and 1, 2, 3 on this side. Now, when it comes to details, this is where I'm going to grab some of our new railing pieces. So I believe these are new. I think before we just had the sprig. Now they've added these in. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. So we're going to add these acorn fences going across the front here and the front here. And we'll grab the curved fence and take it across the curved section. Now, this is a little bit more tricky. It says it's unsupported, but that is exactly where I'd like it to go. So why are you playing up on me? Why? Why are you tormenting me? I do not know. I'm sure I had that in earlier. Earlier it worked, so I don't know why it's saying no now. I wonder if it will snap off that. I wonder if it will snap off that piece. No, it won't. It won't. It won't. How about if we do a middle piece first? Location occupied. My arse. My arse. And it goes there. Look at that. Okay. Will this go here then? It does, but not quite. Not how I want it to go. Not how I want it to go. I want it kind of hanging off the edge, which it won't do. Look at that. It would be hanging out. It would look a bit derpy from down here, though. All right, we'll leave. I guess we'll leave this open for now. And if I work out how to do that, then I'll let you know. It might have something to do with a pillar. We might need a pillar somewhere. Okay, this is all good then. Then in terms of the details, that's all we're going to do to this section. So we're going to go ahead and copy this over to this section as well. Lovely. Okay, that side is done. That side is done. We're going to move on to the tower details because we're kind of coming on to the interior now, basically. I need to work out how we're getting up to around about here. We don't want to be too far down. We don't want the ceiling to be down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our spiral staircase and we're going to start going all the way up this build with these stairs. So we're going up 1, 2, and I believe the 3rd one should do the trick. That's number 3. Can't see where I am. Is that going to do the trick? Do we need another? Do we need another? We need another. Okay, so we need 4 stairs in total coming up. And then we can grab whatever floor you'd like, but it needs to be the curved variant. And we're going to place in 1, 2, 3. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. And we're up at the top. Looking fly. So we're going to do that on each of the towers. Let me just make sure that looks good from down here. It does. It does indeed. I'm happy with how that's looking. So we're going to do that on every tower now. So I'm going to go away and do that really fast, and I'll see you in a second. And once that's all in, it should look something like this. Now, I've realized a couple of things whilst I was adding in the other turrets. Was our character's not going to be able... In fact, let me just show you. Our character's not going to be able to get up this, so we're going to need to just delete one of the floors. Let me come in here. Go through here. To the turret we go. Okay. Up the turret. And as you'll see in a second... When we get to here, oh, our heads. Oh, look at that, our heads. So, yeah, we just need to make sure there's only 2 in total up here. Ideally facing outwards. Now, I cocked up over here. Let me just show you. We go over here. I'd rather these 2 be facing this way. So it does matter where you're, where you start your stairs. I think I needed to start my stairs just one more around for it to be coming out, this side. I think this side is okay, I believe. Is this side okay? Yeah, that one ended up being okay. Where did I start that one? I started it on the inner part. Okay, so I need to start this one over here on the inner part. Let's just quickly delete that. There we go. And then, yeah, to fix this, I need to delete this. And then we just start it on the inner section right here. And that should be good now. I mean, if it isn't, then something isn't adding up mathematically. Okay, that did work. That did indeed work. So I'm just going to shove in that floor and delete that one. And we're all good. Look at this. Okay, now we can move on to the interior then. So the big question really is what are we doing with this ginormous tower here? It's quite dark in here. I would like to lighten it up a little bit. I mean, there's no reason why we can't have some windows down here. I really don't think it would hurt to have at least a couple. So let's see, does this even let in a little bit of light? Does it even let in a little bit of light? I don't even think it does. I don't even think it does. So it actually doesn't matter if you have windows or not. You're not going to get any light down here. So we will just, add our own lighting in a bit. But first, let's work out what we're doing with this interior. Okay, so we've got this nice blank canvas now. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab grass floors. And you can use whatever floor you like. If you'd prefer to use the burr flooring, then please go ahead. For some reason, I want to use grass floors. So I'm going to do 1, 2 coming across. So this is exactly 2 walls high, by the way. We're going to bring this going all the way along to the back and just fill in this entire floor. Lovely jubbly. Now, you might be wondering, how are we going to get up to this? How are we even going to get up to this? And that's a good question. I'm just going to break one floor for a second while we work that out. So the entrance of the build is over here, right? This is the entrance. Okay, so we come in and we're not going to have the stairs on the inside. We're going to have the stairs on the outside. Now, it's all about me getting the placement of this right. So I'm going to be using the spiral stairs, the acorn spiral stairs, and I'm going to place it, I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to place it in right here, going up by 1 and 2. I'm going to place in a grass floor above, and then delete this stem wall. And we're in. Look at that. We're in. So that's how you get up and down to this floor. That's going to be the method. And then for the next floor, it isn't going to be too much of a floor. It's just going to be a circle going around. So there's going to be a big gap in the middle. So it's going to look something like this. So 1, 2, and then just bring that around with the circle piece and then go all the way around the edge. We're just going to go around the edge, everyone. Perfect. So we should have something like this. Now, there's going to be a bedroom here. A bedroom here is what I envision. And then this is going to be kind of like a chill out zone right in the middle here. But the reason I've done it this way is because I don't want to feel too cramped on this floor. And then this needs to lead up to the next floor, which won't feel cramped because we've got this big roof above our heads. But we also needed to access this, of course. So there was a few things to think about with that. So let's grab our stairs and work out how we're getting up. So we come in through here, and then we could be met by stairs immediately. Delete this floor. I might delete this floor as well behind the stairs. And then it goes all the way around until you get to, let's say, here, and it goes up a level. And then that is where we're going to be adding in our burr floor. And this time I'm just going to fill in the entire floor. So this entire section here, this is all going to be filled in with floors. And there we go. I actually have some sconce lights that I didn't get rid of. You know, I was kind of planning the base earlier, making sure I knew what I was doing with the design so I can show you guys. So that is the layout. Now we can finally move on to the decoration. So first things first, we're going to need some lighting, a lot of lighting. So I'm going to be using the sap sconces. Now, these are like the most basic lighting you can get in the game. There's a lot of, you know, fancy lighting you can get, but I feel like the light that is produced from these ones is nowhere good as these ones. And for that reason, I'm using the very basic the scamp sconce. The sap sconce. So I'm going to place that in pretty much everywhere. Okay, the lights are all in on the interior, looking fabulous. I'm just going to sleep so we get the daytime again. Well, it turns out I can't sleep yet. That's absolute rubbish. That's fine. We have enough light.
I ain't gonna walk around in the dark like an idiot.
You're damn straight, Max, we're not. So, downstairs is going to be crafting. So I say we just go ahead and start placing in some crafting bits going all the way around kind of the edge. And maybe like a nice center table below this chandelier. Okay, that is the downstairs all complete. We've got all our crafting here. We've got a cooking station here. We've got another cooking station over there. We have our workbench, our smithing, and our spinning wheel here. I believe we have everything we need to succeed, but you might be wondering where the storage is going. Well, I'm thinking that the storage goes in the front and back rooms. So this is the entranceway where you come in. I'm feeling like it goes here. I feel like this is the best place for the storage, like, so you can grab your stuff as you go out if you need it. So you might have like 2 chests either side. A couple at the back as well. So that's where I imagined the storage would go. But if you have room, then, you know, I don't see why you wouldn't have a little bit of storage in here, because it just makes sense for ease of access. You know what? I want to try the new tarantula chest. We could probably place one in either side of the doorway, which is, they're quite big, but they do fit. Okay, we're going to move on upstairs. Moving on up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me, actually, to tell you the truth. Well, I guess I could, you know, kill over now, and then that would stop me, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, no. Okay, so we're going to have bedrooms either side of here. It feels like a little bit cramped because the roof is down on us, but it will also feel cozy, so I'm not too sad about that. We're going to start with this room here. Now, we will need to just fill in that gap over here that we left from earlier, and then I'll get started adding a very small and cozy bedroom. Okay, there we go. Very, very simple and snug bedroom. We've used some of the new items, you know, that they've added in the update. So we got a new bed, for instance, got a new rug. All very suave and looking good. The other side will do pretty much the same thing, so I won't show you guys that on camera. I'll just go away and do that. Down here, I'm feeling like some sort of, you know, seating area. And then upstairs, I'll probably do some sort of throne room. So I'll just try and give you guys a bit of an idea of that, because they actually do have a tarantula throne, and I saw it and I was like, I want it. I want to use it. It's a castle. It needs a throne. So right at the top up here is where I think I want to place it. However, the lamp might be in the way. The lamp might be in the way. Actually, it gives a nice glow. Oh, look at that. And then we could have like a red carpet going up to this moment. That is the throne. The throne's absolutely massive, honestly. Absolutely massive. This is quite a big build, and that throne takes up a lot of the space, which I like. And there you go. You got a nice red carpet going up to the throne. I might add in some chandeliers coming down. There's also these scorpion chairs, but they're so big. They're so freaking big. I might just place one in, and it might even go, because it kind of like overshadows the throne, which I want to be the moment when you come in. You know, that is the moment, that throne. So it's just about finding, you know, the right thing to place either side of this like walkway as you come through. I'll work that all out off camera, and then you'll see during the base tour. We're going to do a base tour, you know, in a bit, and you'll see everything that I do in there. So that's the kind of the basics of what's going on in the interior. We've done the crafting area. We'll decorate that up in a bit inside there off camera, and you'll see it all during the base tour. Now, don't worry, because, you know, every little thing that I do show you in the base tour at the end, and you get a good idea of how it's all done. But what I will say is, look at all this real estate out here in these courtyards. Now, this is where I suspect you'll want to place your pallets and all your buggies. So stuff like, obviously, the spider nest, the ant nest, etc. I suspect you'd want to place them all out here. And this is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to have my ant nest out here. I'm going to have a spider's nest out here. If it fits, which it will. They're pretty big, these nests, so you do need a bit of space for them. but they should fit in very nicely out here, as you can see. In fact, I might save the nests for the other side where we don't have the stairs. And this side can be like the pallet side, so things like grass pallet and the stem pallet. So that's kind of where my brain's at right now. And I haven't, you know what, it's still nighttime. It's still nighttime. I need to go on upstairs to my bed to sleep for the night. There we go. I'll just talk about one other additional detail before I leave and sort, you know, out the rest of the interior. No! Damn it. Well, that's embarrassing. You know, that is a hazard with the castle. That comes with the place that we built. And, yeah, I'm going to have to get back up now. You know what? I could build a ladder up, couldn't I? Oh, there we go. I made it with a ladder. You know what? If anyone does build on this location, definitely worth. It is 100% worth trying to put in some sort of, like, funky bridge going across here. Well, I was going to do stairs, but we'll just keep it as a nice straight pathway. I think that's fine. There we go. Okay, I can't fall down now. It's like a little moat. It just keeps, you know, it's a defensive thing. It's a defensive thing. Where was I? So I just want to quickly show a little additional detail that I would like to do on these towers if I'm going to get it to work. Hopefully I can. It involves getting this right into the middle, which I'm not even sure is possible. If I disable the grid, it doesn't want to go anywhere. So it looks like it has to go to the grid, which sucks, but that's okay. We can work with what we got. So I'll place it there. And then what I was thinking is we'll get a trail marker and it'll be like a little flag on top if we can place it. I'm sure we can. We can. Look at that. Got a nice little flag on top. So that's one of the additional details. Now, I'm sad that that's not directly in the middle. It's kind of like a great shame, actually, that it's not in the middle. Let's see if I can work this out. Okay, the only way I was able to get this pillar in the middle right here, and I'm pretty sure this isn't even, like, possible on survival. I'm not entirely sure. But what I did was I brute forced it into the ground. So you place it in the ground in here somewhere. So I put it underground. And then you can snap from it going all the way up the middle. Is that possible in survival? I don't know. You're going to have to tell me. But that was the only way. I'm sure I was able to do it. If anyone can work that out, then do let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. And then we just simply place a trail marker on top. I'm going to place it with the wind going that way. And there it is. Looking pretty fancy. So just a nice little additional detail. And I'll probably put one up here and then definitely on those. And I'll make it look a lot cooler. But there you go, guys. That is the base all complete. A very simple build, actually. A very simple build. So what I'm going to do now, everyone, is go away and do all the additional details. You know, I'm going to do some, you know, decoration out here. Maybe put some defensive stuff out here. I know that we have access to a few new defensible things like the splinter trap. You know, maybe, just maybe, we end up putting those in places, but maybe not. So I'm going to go away now, guys, and do that. But please do not worry, because I'm going to show you every single little detail that I add during the base tour. So you get a really good idea of how you could possibly decorate this yourself. And, oh, he's sleeping up. He likes, hey, I've made it so cozy the bees come here for a nap. This is officially his home. All right, guys, I'll go away and do that now. And I'll see you guys after the cinematic shots. Welcome back, ladies and jelly spoons. The base is all complete and I am ready to give you the grand tour right now. Although the sun is setting, so we might have to go to bed in a minute. But that's fine. We'll go to bed when we need to go to bed. And bounce. Okay, I'm sorry about that. It's just when I see a trampoline, I have to bounce. It even takes us straight up to our bedroom. It's a functional trampoline I put out there. Anyway, so in terms of things I've added to the exterior since the tutorial, I believe I added in some of these fencing around the base, as well as these brand new lamps, because these lamps, I believe, are part of the new update. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they are brilliant. Look at these. They don't offer too much light. To be honest, they don't offer too much light, but they are decorative pieces that I really like. And of course, in the tutorial, we added these mushroom pillars, which are also brand new in the update. Okay, let's go on inside and we'll talk about the interior. So you enter the castle base and you come into the storage room where you can probably have a lot more storage than I've added here. But I've just added in a few chests just to show you, you know, you can place in your items as you come in or pick things up as you go out. And then we walk straight into the main crafting area. And this is where, of course, you've got all your crafting equipment, all your cooking equipment, everything you need to survive. And you've even got a little decorative piece in the middle with a table and chairs. I believe in the tutorial I added in the grass table, but I decided to add in this lovely looking table, the pine cone table I added in with this lovely chandelier above. Love that. And then what's great about this base is the functionality, really. So you've got your crafting area right in the middle here, and then you can either go left out into that courtyard or right out into that courtyard, and both serve different purposes. This courtyard out here has our plants that can grow here. We've also got our pallets so we can store some items. I say items, I actually mean our materials for, you know, building, like stems and grass. And a little training area. And then we've got these turrets. We've got 2 turrets on each side, of course. And you can go up each one and you get a nice view of the area from above. Look at this. I can look down. I can shoot things. If there's a ladybug trying to kill me, which it won't be because ladybugs are pretty chill. And we've also got turrets down below just in case we need to, you know, shoot something. Say there's a mosquito coming down from the sky, we can just shoot it. But there you go. The way to actually get out here is through the bedroom in here. But I'll talk about that in a bit because we're still doing the courtyard tour. Got a little dew collector over here so we can collect some water. And then these stairs lead to the upstairs, which I'll take you up to in a second. First of all, the other courtyard. Now, this courtyard I thought was best for, you know, keeping all your bugs, all your nests over here. So you can keep your buggies inside these nests. So you got your ladybug inside the nest and you can just bring it out and ride it anywhere. I don't actually have a ladybug. This isn't a real ladybug, but it's a stuffed one. I can rub it for luck. Give me some of that lady luck. Got an ant's nest back here. So you got all the nests. You can fit all the nests that you need in this area. I mean, the ladybug nest is the biggest by far, as you can see. And the, well, you could say the spider nest is. But the main thing is that we can fit all of it in. So the base serves its purpose. Right, let's go on upstairs. I might quickly go to bed and then we have daylight. Although, to be honest, look, I've lit it up so well with all the lighting that you don't really need daylight. You don't need daylight. And I tell you what, these plant lamps here give you the best light in the game. Things like the chandelier doesn't really give you a good enough light level, but these lamps are the best to use, in my opinion, over everything else. So we come inside the upstairs of the base, and this is really our living area. As you can see, we got like seats here so we can chill and sit down. Look at that on our rocking chair. Looking great, Maximus. Looking great. And then we got a bedroom on this side and a bedroom over there. So 2 bedrooms in the space, but you can fit more. I mean, we've got all this real estate here that I haven't done anything with. So let's go over to the first bedroom. This is utilizing quite a lot of the new items. We've got a petal bed. This wasn't a thing before. A lovely looking bed, in my opinion, with a lovely rug underneath. A brand new pine lounger. We got so many new cool things. Look at these. Pine cone dresser and a wardrobe. And you can use it as your actual storage. Look at this. You can actually take things in to here. I love it in games where things aren't just decorative. You can actually use them. And that is the case for all of these items. So you can also lounge. I can't lounge on here. Maybe it's too close to the ceiling or something. I'm not sure. So yeah, just a very, very simple bedroom here I'm showing you guys. And then you got a door to lead to the balcony outside, which you can then go out and get on your turret like I set up there. It's connected to the bedroom. That is bedroom 1. Bedroom 2, I did slightly differently. I just did it with a few different items. I did it with a simple bed. I got a little table and chairs back here. I used a stool. This is actually a stool, but it acts like a bedside table because, you know, the tables are really too big to be bedside tables. So a stool works better there. And then we just got our dresses, etc. And also these awesome rugs just to make it feel a little bit more cozy. But those are the bedrooms. Now, one thing I did change since the tutorial. In the tutorial, I had stairs going up here. And then we had stairs going up from here. And then I realized, oh, wait, if we do that, then I can't access this door over here. Because we've got a door over here that leads out to more turrets at the front. And, of course, we got this door over here that leads out to a beautiful little area with a hot tub. So we can soak in the nice hot water and just relax, as Max is demonstrating right here. He's having a nice time. I don't know why he went in his clothes. I would have taken my clothes off personally, but that's fine. You do you, Max. Also, what a lovely view. What a lovely view we have of the park beyond. So it's actually, you know, it's a decent location to build. And it's also, you know, really the flattest ground you're going to get anywhere on grounded, this bench. So it works quite well. We've even got a little cooking area out here. So we can cook nachos, lavana, you name it. And just sit and eat afterwards. Isn't this fantastic? I love this area. In fact, I probably, in hindsight, would probably do, rather than turrets on that side, I'd do like another relaxation area because I love this so much. Anyway, as I was saying in here, I ended up moving the stairs from here to over here. Just because, obviously, we wouldn't have been able to access this door. So that works a bit better. And just for a bit of further decoration, I added in some pine pillars there. Going up, or stem pillars, rather. But right, if we head on up here, we come to the very top of the base, where I've got my throne room. We have our ant guards that are just stuffed ant soldiers. But maybe I'd have some actual ants up here. And yeah, I just used some mite rugs to make the red carpet going up to the throne. This throne is awesome. They really added some really cool things in this update. I just hope that they add more and more in terms of like structures and interiors. I feel like as good as it is now, it could be 50 million times better. Look at Max there, having a great time. But honestly, really impressed with all of the new items that have come to Grounded 2. It means that we can actually decorate our bases and make it look as good as possible. Now, obviously, I'm not an interior expert. I don't claim to be. So you guys can probably do way better than me and make this look amazing. But I'm just here to give you some examples of how you can fill up this castle space. I mean, you might just want it all practical and have crafting up here as well. Crafting downstairs, have a full storage section up here. Honestly, that might have been a good idea for this area. Have like storage chests going all the way around. But right, let's sleep until the morning. Oh yes, that's better. Morning has broken like the first morning. Love that. Voice of a cocked angel I've got. Voice of an angel. And don't tell me any different, because you're lying if you do. But that really concludes the base tour. I'll just quickly take you around the back side of the base, but it's identical to the front. I actually forgot to put any storage chests in here, but that's what I would have done. On this side of the base, you can't really jump down, well, you can jump down if you want to, but you're a lunatic if you do. It's just literally the same as the front, as you can see. I've added in some lights for decoration. I added in a stuffed ladybug and a rub for luck. So yeah, I did it right on the edge of the table, so we've got this lovely view. I really do like this base. A very simple and easy to put together castle. You know, it looks big and a little bit complicated, but it really isn't. It's a very simple and symmetrical base to put together. So there you go, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to smash that like button. Comment down below what you want to see me build next in Grounded 2, and why not subscribe? It's completely free and helps me out a ton. And until next time, Grounded 2 survivors, love you guys to death, and I'll see you in the next video.